Welcome. Today's episode is about something that's actually pretty important to me, and I think probably a lot of us here in Northern California, where space is a little bit limited, and how I go about using my shop space in terms of having enough room for the different tools that we use. With a quick pan around the room, it's actually a garage, you saw that I have a workbench. It's not anything decently big. There are a few cabinets. There's a drill press on there. And then over on this side, what we're focused on right now, this is my table saw. You see some sawhorses there, but you also see that I keep my thickness planer and my router table on top of that. The one tool that does seem to be missing from my arsenal is a bandsaw. That'll happen one of these days. I just need to find the right bandsaw and be motivated to have a project that will require it. But outside of that, I try my best to be a minimalist and work on things in the most effective way I can. I do have the luxury of being able to roll that table saw out into the driveway. I can breathe in some nice fresh air. And I think if you've ever seen Steve Ramsey's videos, you'll see that he does the same thing. But a lot of it has to do with just a lack of space here. Additionally, I find it quite handy to have sawhorses and then different scraps of pieces of plywood. These make it so you can basically have a workbench anywhere that you need to do things, and people have been using sawhorses for this purpose for a very long time. So when you're driving around and you see scraps of plywood, think about it. It might be very helpful for you in terms of having a portable work area. Finally, there's my table saw. This turns out to be a great storage device, a fantastic saw, and a pretty formidable work table. As long as I have a piece or two of plywood on the top that covers everything, it can take a lot of abuse. You see, I'm pulling it off here. I could use it, then I throw it back on. This is a really helpful thing. But also, in addition, to protect wood from hitting the motor and just to make things safer, I put an extension table on the back. And that extension table, although it's not super strong or sturdy, also makes an excellent place to do some work, put things together. Also, I can drill through it and not really worry. You get a better shot here on the side of the very simple way that I added this. I just put a board on both sides, drilled through, used some bolts and wing nuts, and where it overhangs, I put another piece of plywood. And then I just stack pieces of wood on top of that. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode. Hopefully it was helpful and hopefully you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and there'll be more videos on the way. Thanks.